Hey guys, Waterfowler41 here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Magic Box 3.0. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I use the Magic Box 2.0 for wireless CarPlay on my stereo, but also it enables you the ability to stream things via YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, what have you, on your factory screen without any sort of modification other than plugging this guy in. But we don't need this anymore because the 3.0 is bigger, badder, and better than ever. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to show you in this video how to quickly set this guy up, connect it to your internet, connect it to your Bluetooth, and really just some of the basic functionality of this. So let's get everything out of the box and take a look at what comes in the kit. Alright, so here is the Magic Box 3.0 out of the box. Now, before we get too far into details, if you are going to purchase any of the Magic brand accessories, please consider using my affiliate link down in the description. It will get you 15% off your order, and it definitely helps my channel keep moving and producing videos like this. Anyways, when you use that link, it'll generate a coupon code for you for your purchase to get that 15% discount. But anyway, 3.0 out of the box here comes with a couple different cables. So in my case, I'm going to use the USB-C to USB-C cable. There's also USB-C to USB-A. Also in the box is this little SIM card here. So Magic brand now has 2 internet packages that you could purchase if you want it. You do not need the internet on the SIM card to run the Magic Box 3.0, and I'll get into that in a second. But they have a 5 GB per month plan as well as an unlimited one, and obviously each comes with their respective costs. We're going to hold off on that for now. We'll do that in a later video. We could get everything up and running on this just using the hotspot on my phone like we did on 2.0, so we're going to rock and roll with that one. So let's get everything out of the way, and I'll show you how to quickly get this guy set up and connected to your truck. Alright, so now that we're ready to activate the 3.0, the first thing we're going to do is turn the truck on. We don't need to fire the engine all the way up. We just need the radio on. Then we're going to take our USB-C here, and we're going to plug that into the factory connection. And once we do that, what you're going to see is a solid blue LED on the 3.0 device. That means the device itself is booting up. And then eventually you're going to see it blinking, and that means it's connecting with your factory screen. Once it does, then we're good to go. So hit that, now we're blinking, and then we're going to get a solid light. And once we get that solid light, that means it's made a successful connection with your factory screen here, and we should see the Magic brand splash screen. So there you go. If this is your very first time connecting it, you're going to get a thing on your screen or a message on your screen that says, do you want to enable CarPlay? Go ahead, hit enable, and then this is the next thing that you'll see. So then you're going to get this, hey, don't operate this while the vehicle's moving. We're going to agree and accept to that. Then you get a few different options. We could set our default splash screen right now. So once it gets through that splash screen, what dashboard do you want it to open? Do you want it to open with the Magic Box screen? And I'll show you that in a second. Or do you want it to go right into CarPlay? Since we are not connected to CarPlay just yet, we're just going to go right into the Magic Box dashboard. So Magic Box dashboard, you get access to all the factory apps that come on here. So Netflix, CarPlay comes on here, Chrome if you need it, Disney Plus, everything in between. And I'll show you how to use some of those in a minute here. But the second thing we're going to do, so once we have the established connection between the 3.0 and the screen itself, we're going to go ahead and set up wireless CarPlay. So we're going to open up the CarPlay app on the device. We're going to log into our phone, and then we're going to make a Bluetooth connection just like you would with any new Bluetooth device. So let's go ahead and turn that on and off just to refresh everything. And then eventually we're going to see the Magic Box turn up down here. Once we hit that, you're going to start to see this status circle spin, and this happens the first time you establish a Bluetooth connection between your phone and the 3.0 device. So now you're going to start to see it spin here in a minute. There you go. And in a second here, we're going to see the CarPlay screen, so we're going to hit connect. And you only need to do this the first time you're connecting everything. Beyond this, once you make that Bluetooth connection, everything's going to be automatic here. So there you go. Now you have your factory-looking wireless CarPlay. It looks just like your factory CarPlay does. It has all the same functionality. It's just operating through the 3.0 device. And the reason we're doing that is because we get a bunch of other features as well. One key thing to do, make sure you are not Bluetooth connected with your phone to your radio. So delete all the Bluetooth memory or connectivity between these two devices. That will impact your ability to connect to the 3.0. All right, so let's say we now want to get out of CarPlay and we want to use some of those internet-capable apps that are on the Magic brand dashboard. So if you want to go back to the Magic brand dashboard, just quickly tap the screen. You get this functionality. We're going to hit home, and it brings you right back to the Magic brand dashboard. So now what we need to do before any of these apps can be used, we need to establish an internet connection. So we basically need to give the 3.0 some sort of internet connection. Typically, you could use your SIM card if you have the internet package, but again, we're going to do that in a later video. Right now, I'm going to use my hotspot for my phone. So I'm going to go into personal hotspot, and we're going to allow anyone to connect locally. We're going to go into settings here, and then we're going to go to Wi-Fi. So now what it's going to do is it's going to look for networks here. So it's searching for networks, and since my phone's active, it should see it. We're going to connect. Didn't hit that button all the way. We're going to connect, and for sake of this video, I set my password to 1 through 8. We got 1 through 8 as your password there. We're going to hit OK, and boom, we're connected. This is where I'm saying the 3.0 is so much faster than the 2.0 with respect to basically any sort of operation. So now that we have that established internet connection, we can see here it's connected, and if you want to double check, you can go right up in the corner here and you see the Wi-Fi logo is connected. If you want another form of verification, we can go into YouTube here. And since YouTube is going to be using the internet, you can see I have access to all the YouTube videos. So let's say I want to search for my favorite YouTuber. So let's go to Waterfowler41. Let's just say, hey, I want to learn about the latest built right video that I just did. That video. So once you hit it, what's cool is, turn it down a little bit. Any audio from any of the videos here goes through your factory speaker. It doesn't reduce the bandwidth or doesn't reduce the quality. It goes through your factory stereo. So it sounds great. And there's no delay between the video and the audio that you're seeing. So a lot of times with wireless CarPlay, what you're going to end up seeing is a delay between what you see on a video versus what you hear. You're not getting that in this case. So anyway, we established internet connection. Now all of those apps can be used. We're going to pause that. We'll go back to the home screen. So if I have Netflix account logged in here, if I have Hulu, HBO, all of those will be able to function on the screen. You'll be able to watch the videos now that you have that internet connection. Again, I'm using a personal hotspot. You can also use the SIM internet with either the 5 gig or the unlimited gig package. All right, one of the smaller but newer features on the 3.0 compared to the 2.0 is the ability to modify the LED light on the device itself. So there's a function or there's an app on the Magic brand dashboard here called LED. And if we go in there, you see here, right now it's set to blue, but I could hit yellow and it changes it to yellow. I could hit green, changes it to green. Pretty cool. Small detail, but I like it. It's pretty cool. And then what you can do is you can hit rainbow, and what it'll do is cycle through a whole bunch of colors here. So now it's yellow, it's orange, it's red, it's purple. Very cool option. But let's just go back to custom here, and I like this turquoise color because it does match the interior of the Raptor. If you do want to, you could turn it off altogether, so you could just make the device dark. I don't like doing that because the LED tells you if it's operating or not, and I think you're guessing on a lot of these things. Okay. So we have wireless CarPlay, we have internet connectivity here, and we are rocking and rolling with the 3.0. And like I said, compared to the 2.0, the 3.0 has much higher definition than the 2.0, and it's a heck of a lot faster. So I'm able to open up apps, I'm able to close apps, I'm able to get into what I need to much faster. If you need to add another app to the Magic brand dashboard that it didn't come with it, you would use Google Play. So I already went ahead and logged into Google Play here, and you can see the store here, and I can get any sort of app that's available on Play. I can download it to the 3.0. I already went ahead and downloaded a few apps, so let's go back to the home screen here. So I downloaded LiveBarn. So if you follow a lot of my videos, or if you follow my Instagram, you know we're a huge hockey family, and I have 2 kids that play hockey. I can't always be in 2 places at once, so what I do is I watch LiveBarn if I'm not able to be at the rink for one of my kids. So in this case, I can go into Romeo Wills rink, and let's just say, let's take a look at this live view. So what this is going to do is it's going to show me what's going on at the rink through the LiveBarn app. Typically, I would just watch it on my phone, but now we could pull it up and watch it on the screen here. So my other son and I will be parked at a parking lot waiting for his game to get fired up. We can come in and watch his older brother or younger brother, depending on what game I'm at, right here on LiveBarn. So again, any app is downloadable through Google Play, and it could function, again, just like a small computer. So the 3.0 turns your factory screen into basically a small computer, so you have a lot of options. I also have my Google Drive set up on here, so I have access through that app, and I could go into all my